Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today I have something extremely special to show you. After months of playing and trying out new builds, I've finally made one that suits me so well that it's honestly become my favorite build of all time. I've really been having a good time with it, so I thought I'd do a mini showcase and show you guys why I like it so much. Now, the build is called Iron Man, and essentially its main feature is that it can fast roll while using Iron Flesh. Now, Iron Flesh is actually incredibly good despite what most people think about it. It reduces damage far better than the Hex Numbness, and it even adds 100 poise. Now, normally Iron Flesh only lasts for about 25 seconds, but the Lingering Dragon Crest ring boosts the duration to about 35 seconds. And if you wear the full North Wonder set, the time is increased again to the maximum of 45 seconds, which is a pretty good amount. The thing is, Iron Flesh adds 65 weight, which is why most people will never be able to move when they cast it, because it just makes you so heavy. There is a way to solve that problem though, so I've got 64 Vitality and the Royal Soldier's ring comboed with the third Dragon ring, which makes me light enough to fast roll even with Iron Flesh activated. And finally, the Grand Lance. Now, I had never used the Lance before I tried this build, and I've completely fallen in love with the moveset. Okay, so the plan is to have a pretty chilled session of invasions here in the Iron Keep, and just have some fun, see what happens really. We're kind of in the winding down, relaxed stage before Bloodborne comes out, so I thought instead of making some crazy challenges for the video or something like that, it might just be cool to experience the game and try out this awesome new build. Speaking of games coming out soon, there are a lot of titles coming up in the next few months that might end up costing a fair bit of money. You know, we have Bloodborne, we've got Dark Souls 2 coming out on next gen, and even The Witcher 3 I know some people are interested in. So one way you can earn some extra cash that might go towards those games is by using Opinion Outpost, which is a free service you can sign up to and earn money by completing surveys on a variety of topics like TV and new products. Once you sign up, they'll send you the surveys to fill out by email, and if you use the link in the description, you get an extra special bonus of $2 after you fill out your first survey. So if you think you might be interested in something like that, then definitely check out the first link in the description. Alright, that being said, let's start off with this first fight. First of all, something I've noticed that you can do is you can pretend that you're overburdened. That's a really funny one. So look, if I walk really slowly, he'll think I'm actually overburdened, and then I can just surprise him by actually being a lot quicker than he thinks. And as you can see, he's doing no damage whatsoever, and I can just get a nice parry. Boom! That's probably got him a bit frightened. And let's try the Steam Train. That didn't work. But yeah, see, it's very hard for people to punish you because they just don't do enough damage. Yep, and that Steam Train move just ignores poise. It's really incredible, to be honest. Okay, my Iron Flesh has run out. It lasts 45 seconds, if you remember. This guy does have quite a bit of health, though, so still have to be fairly careful. Boom! Steam Train. I love this Steam Train move. That's what I call it. It's like, I love how you can also guide it to an extent. Look, you can like turn it. Yeah, so we won our first invasion. That's pretty awesome. There are some really cool tactics you can use with this build that I'll try and show you today, but yeah, it is a lot of fun. Alright, so I've just summoned in a Dragon Bro. Before he comes in, let me show you guys something quickly. You know, I said the other day how no one ever rates my messages. Look at that, 111 ratings. How cool is that? It's just something I noticed ages ago, but alright, so let's talk about preconceptions. Let's look at this. So I've cast Iron Flesh, and this player's assumption is that I am now overburdened. I guarantee it. He'll probably start casting things because he thinks I can't avoid it. But look, so I'm gonna walk towards him. I told you. Yeah, so I'm gonna let him keep that assumption, right? He thinks I'm overburdened still. And there you go. You can play off that assumption so easily. He has no idea that actually I'm extremely quick. I guarantee that. So I love these mind games. So you start off the fight every time I get the first hit because people don't think that I can move fast and roll, even fast roll. He's got quite an interesting build actually, doesn't he? Not interesting enough though. But yeah, good fight to that guy. Bow to the camera. Okay, here's our next invasion. So yeah, you probably realised by now you can play a lot of mind games with this build, which is really fun. Anyway, so we'll cast Iron Flesh, and if I remember, I'll put on Gold Pine Resin, but to be honest, you don't really need it, because the Lance does pretty good damage, except for backstabs. It sucks for backstabs and criticals in general, to be honest, but yeah. So I'm pretending I'm slow walking, I'm pretending I'm overburdened, as I said. and they just don't expect it. They don't expect it every time. See how much better off I am now, and the fight has barely begun. See, I'm actually Shrekking this guy. Boom, gone. Look how much health of mine is gone. Seriously, like, you can trick people, I mean, so easily. But yeah, good fight to that guy. Okay, so here we're on the next one. It's this guy. I think this person's already invaded me a few times, but yeah. If you're wondering about why I'm in the Iron Keep, by the way, it's because I prefer the way Iron Flesh looks on a host. You can't win. There's no way you can win. Good fight to Riker Watts. Yeah, as I was saying, the reason I'm in the Iron Keep is because you can't see the effect of Iron Flesh when you're a Red Phantom. It just doesn't show up, so that's why I'm hosting fights instead of invading this time. And the Iron Keep is a great place to host, so that's the only reason why. Alright, here we go, another Dragon Bro with 2 katanas. Alright, let me explain why I think this build suits me so much. Essentially, I don't know if you know like the game Lords of the Fallen, or just games where you can choose what type of character you want to make. For example, ooh, that caught him. For example, basically what I'm trying to say is I really love tank or sort of like big powerhouse characters in games. I love being able to just walk in somewhere and be like the strongest thing and just, you know, be an unstoppable tank basically. And we've got a healer. That's interesting. This build is just too easy to use, man. I've caught him every single time I do that. Oh my goodness, he healed again. This person's funny, man. Anyway, oh my goodness. I'll carry on explaining what I was talking about in the next invasion. Alright, we've got another person now. Okay, let me explain. I wasn't being very clear last time in the last invasion because I was just so shocked at the guy healing. I was just so amused by what he was doing. Anyway, okay, so basically I really like tank characters. Even in Dark Souls 1, I had a massive thing for them. And they just suit my playstyle so well. I love being just big and tanky, being able to take hits while doing really good damage and sending people flying, all that kind of thing. In games has always really suited me. Don't get me wrong, I love experimenting with characters. That's really fun for me, and trying out new things and new builds and all that kind of thing. I love that, of course. I know some people like being, you know, sort of thief, assassin type builds and that kind of thing, you know, stealthy and whatever. But I much prefer to be very tanky. So this build, I just feel, is the best of both worlds. It's so tanky, I can like trade with anyone, and also I do good damage. Oh, that is the coolest way to take someone out. You have to admit, that is incredible. That steam train move is my favourite in this whole build. I absolutely love it. Let's go, next person. Let's see if we can get a double win. No one ever expects that. No one ever expects that. I'm sorry, but that is cool. I love this weapon so much. I can't believe I've never used a lance before. I seriously only started practicing with this build a couple of days ago, or thereabouts, and I'd never used a lance before up until this point. Good fight. Good fight to those two people. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, here we go, against an onion bro. Alright, let's do this. Left yourself wide open there, buddy. Oh man. I have to take those punished attempts though. I mean, he's leaving himself so open. Good fight, man. GG. Okay, moving straight on from that. Oh, that's so funny. I don't know who that guy is, by the way, who keeps messaging me, if you're wondering. Just a random guy. Okay, let's do this. Can we get a third win in a row? Ooh, that was close. That was close. He's like, we're all both missing so much. Oh, buddy. Flawless. Good fight, man. Oh, I'm on a roll right now. Alright, here we go. Haha. A lot of red iron twin blades about again. I thought that that trend died out. I guess not. Oh, boom! Oh, thought that would have got him. No one hides from the steam train, man. Oh, that was sick. Good fight. I love running around corners and then smacking people when they come chasing round, but I do that so much that I knew he was doing that. Fight fire with fire. Alright, that's all I have time for today, I'm afraid, guys. I really hope you enjoyed, though, and that you could get a good idea of how this build works. It's honestly pretty fun, especially if you like playing Unlocked. Also, just so you guys know, I'll probably announce this again, but I'm going to be moving my top 10 series over to Bloodborne, just like I did in the transition from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, but I will still be making Dark Souls 2 videos for sure, especially when Scholar of the First Sin comes out. Apart from that, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.